Are you looking at the best visa to live and work in regional Australia with a potential transition pathway to permanent residency after a few years? If yes, listen up and take note. You don't need to have studied or worked in Australia to be eligible to apply for this visa. Also, you can be anywhere in the world and consider applying for this visa. This is the best visa to continue living and working in a designated regional area in Australia, accessible through an exhaustive list of occupations, with a clear and defined path to permanent residency after a few years. Well, the visa we are talking about here is the Skilled Work Regional Visa, subclass 491. It's a points tested provisional visa for skilled individuals who are nominated by an Australian state or territory or an eligible family member to live and work in a designated regional area in Australia. You gain additional 15 points when nominated by the relevant state or territory or an eligible family member. These points are added to your overall points test score. Let's take a quick peek at the process. To apply for the visa, the applicant must submit an expression of interest and be invited via Skill Select. They must nominate an occupation from either the medium and long term strategic skills list or a short term skilled occupations list or the regional occupation list, over 500 occupations in all. Additionally, the nominated occupation must be included on the occupations list for the relevant state or territory the nomination is sought from. 2. Upon receiving a nomination invitation from the state or territory, the applicant must respond within 2 weeks with all relevant evidence and documents to support the eligibility claim. 3. When invited to apply for the visa, the applicant has 60 days to submit the visa application along with evidence and required documentation for visa processing. 4. Once the 491 visa has been granted, the visa holder and the accompanying family members are able to live, work, and study in Australia for a period of 5 years. Now, if you apply for this visa from within Australia, you must hold a substantive visa or a bridging visa A, B, or C. Now, let's have a look at the eligibility criteria. The applicant, 1, must have a positive skills assessment for the relevant occupation. 2, have at least competent English, that is, a score of 6 in each component of IELTS. 3, score at least 65 points to be invited to apply for the visa. 4, must be under the age of 45 when they receive an invitation to apply. 5, they must meet the health and character requirements as prescribed for this visa. The applicant is able to include their partner and any dependent children to their application. Now, if the applicant has applied from within Australia for this visa, they would receive a bridging visa allowing them to remain in Australia whilst the visa is being processed. Want to know more about this visa and how this can benefit you in your migration pathway? Or understand how to gain more points and increase your chances of receiving an invitation? Connect with us.